Hey guys, what's up? Aiden or Calvin here with my first video on Adobe Premiere. We got some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay. I don't even know if this gameplay is good or not. I think, judging by the name of the file, I got a pretty good wallbang shot at some point in this. But other than that, I don't really know anything about it. So hopefully it's decent, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Sorry if the mic's not quite up to snuff, not quite up to the quality that it was. I'm still messing around with the settings in Premiere. It took me a while to figure out how to do a voiceover with a USB mic on my Mac. You had to mess around with quite a few settings to use a USB mic in the program. Apparently you had to go through like a bunch of steps in Windows and then a bunch of different ones in Mac OS X to set up the USB mic. So it's kind of a pain, but it's a really nice editing program other than that. And I can't wait to continue working with it. It's really fun. Nice layout. I've used Adobe programs before. Photoshop, After Effects. And this one looks really good, really solid, like every other Adobe program. And it'll just take a while to learn, because they really do have, like, you need quite a bit of knowledge to use these programs till their max use, I guess. And it'll be interesting to see what I can do with this over time. I'm sure it'll turn out well, and I hope you guys continue liking the videos. And if you guys can help me out, I'd really appreciate that. If you know quite a bit about Premiere, I have one friend, Aid, that already said he knows something about it, so I might ask for his help. We'll see. But yeah, I could probably use it. Anyway, in this commentary, I thought I'd talk a little about a video I saw by Review Tech USA, and he was talking about how it used to be in the past, like, that people expected to get out of a product what they were told they were getting out of it. So, if they were told the PS4 was going to be fantastic and it was going to have no problems, they expected that. And if it had problems, they wanted their money back. Whereas you have an issue now where people are being fed devices and systems that have all these problems when you promised otherwise, and then people still defend the companies even after they do something like that. And people didn't used to do that. And he gets really passionate about the subjects he talks about. Review Tech USA is a really good channel. If you haven't watched his videos before, I highly suggest you go subscribe to him. He does an assortment of different gameplays and talks about a variety of subjects that are really cool. He's really well informed, and he just makes solid videos. But in this one, he was talking about how we should expect better from what we buy. And I have to agree and disagree with him to some extent. I feel like people should know by now that a product when it's first launched isn't going to be perfect, and it's still going to have problems that are going to need to be fixed. Like the original Xboxes all had that red ring of death problem. The original PS3s had problems. Like, it takes time, and that's one of the reasons why I don't usually buy things on launch or buy devices on launch. It's because it's usually a mistake, and like the original PS3 compared to the PS3 Slim is just amazing. The difference is amazing. The Slim's so much nicer and such a better console, and I'm glad I have that one instead of the original. And well, they're essentially the same console. It's just the Slim has a lot less issues, is a lot better designed, things like that. But you have this issue where people will defend a company even if they're churning out crap. And that this comes along with, like, the word that seems to come up a lot is fanboy. A Sony fanboy, a Microsoft fanboy, a Nintendo fanboy. They'll stand up for the game no matter how bad it is. They'll stand up for the system no matter how bad it is. And this isn't just gaming companies, it's any electronic or product company, really. And he sees this as a major problem, whereas I see it as something to be expected, something that's going to continue happening, and something that that's almost useful in a way. Like, when someone releases something, it's almost like a full beta test. It's problems should be expected to happen, and people should expect problems. People shouldn't expect things to be perfect, and the companies still shouldn't be entirely hated on for making this product that perhaps doesn't work the way you wanted it to. The company, however, should be obligated to provide warranties. That is so key. Warranties. The product, if it is deficient and is not doing what it's supposed to do, you should be able to report that problem easily, and you should be able to get a new device or a fixed device back to you as quickly as possible. Preferably a new device entirely. I've had issues with fixing devices that doesn't actually fix the device at all, or just creates a new problem, and usually a new device entirely is needed. But that's so important. So what I think, I think that was the key wall bang right there. I'm not sure. There might be another one. Anyway, that's so important. Warranties are so important for companies to follow up on, because it creates an atmosphere of good service, and it is good service, and it's important for people to feel that. And he also mentioned something about companies forming an emotional connection to their consumers. By having speakers like Reggie for Nintendo, or Satoru Iwata for Nintendo, or like a Microsoft or Sony speaker. I don't really know if they have any standout ones, but you come emotionally attached to these people because you know they're behind the company, and it's easier to be attached to a company easier to be attached to a person than it is just to the name of a company. And I'm okay with that as well. I think there needs to be a human side behind every corporation, even if they are kind of taking advantage of the fact. And companies need to take that understanding point of view, and so do the consumers, where if your product doesn't work, they should expect the product to have problems occasionally, but they should also expect a good warranty and a long one that allows them to get the product fixed entirely or a new product entirely, and the companies should be able to provide that, and that is so key in the success of the company. Now, the gameplay is wrapping up, and that's pretty much what I had to talk about. I'm sorry I didn't go more in depth in this, and perhaps it might have been a little confusing. I'll link the original video below in the description because it's really good, a lot more solid than this video was. Like I said, he's a really good commentator. He makes extremely good videos, and I enjoy his content, and I highly suggest you go check him out. Anyway, thank you for watching this. See you guys later.